strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Bulldog yet again, continuing on with our beginner's guide, looking at another FAQ topic, another common question we see in the Discord channel, and that is what determines the order that characters attack. This is actually a very simple topic. It's going to be one of my fastest videos. It's easy to understand, but it's not necessarily intuitive. If you don't know about it, it's not something you would just automatically understand. So we're going to explain it here. We can actually explain it pretty simple with a single screen here. So what determines who goes first? The main thing is speed. That makes sense, right? The fastest monster will go first. A 5-speed monster will go before a 3-speed monster. And unless you have a rule set that is reverse speed, then it's exactly the opposite. Just as you'd expect, the slower monster will go before the faster monster. But what if they have the same speed? What if you have two monsters that have 5 speed? Who goes next? And that is attack type. A magic attacker will go before a ranged attacker, who will go before a melee attacker. And then if you have somebody who has no attack, they will go after that. They will go last. Obviously, they're not attacking, but they could have something like a heal, for example, that could be in play. So, attack types next. That's the first try break. If they're the same, if you have two 5-speed magical attackers, the next tie break is card rarity. A 5-speed magic attack legendary will go before a 5-speed magic attack common. It's a legendary first, then epic, then rare, then common. And if all of that's the same, if you have two 5-speed magical attack legendaries, it's going to be the higher level. A level 3 will go before a level 1. It pays to level up your cards, right? We want to level up our cards. And then if all of that is the same, it's a virtual coin flip. It is simply RNG. It's random chance who goes next. So pretty simple, right? As long as you can remember all that. So you might have to look it up occasionally, but that's what determines who goes next. And let's just jump in here and show a single battle so we can kind of take a look at this. So let's look and see if we can predict who's going next. So fastest character on the board is Fallen Spectre at 6 speed. So it's going to go first. Fallen Spectre right here. I'm going to hover over these as I talk about them because I know some of you might not know the names of all the monsters, but keep in mind, like if we look down here, as I hover over them, it shows their base stats and not their current stats. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm hovering over them not to show you the stats, but to show you which card I'm talking about. So anyways, Fallen Spectre should go first. 6 speed, right? We see that. Who's next? We've got a 5 speed down here. We've got Mermaid, and Mermaid's going to go next. Then we have 3 4 speeds. So we've got 4 speed here, 4 speed with Sea Monster, 4 speed with Elven Cutthroat. So Chief's going to go first because he's magic. So we should see that next. After all these reflects here. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. Remember, character speeds can change. Lord of Darkness got enraged, got faster, went up to 5 speed. So now that he was 5 speed, he went next. So now we're at the 4 speeds. Now it should be Chief that goes next. It can be hard to track sometimes. I got ahead of myself. So Chief goes next. Then we have Sea Monster and Cutthroat that are the same speed. They are both melee. So then it goes to rarity. They are both common cards. Now it's a level next. So Sea Monster's level 7, Cutthroat's a level 4. So Sea Monster should be the next one to attack here, again, after these reflex take place. So there's that, and then Cutthroat should go next. Then we've got a 3-speed Pegasus that should go. Then we're going to have 2 speeds. Now, Furious Chicken can't attack, but even if he could, we've got Nightshade up here. Stats are disappearing on me. We've got Nightshade who will go next because magic trumps melee. Then Chicken can't attack, so we move on and we repeat the whole thing over again. 6 speed going next, 5 speed going next. Then we're going to have a 4-speed Chief that's going to go in front of the 4-speed Cutthroat. No 4-speed Sea Monster anymore. Sea Monster's gone, and everybody else is about to be gone here too. So you can kind of see how things play out, and you can go through this with any battle, and it's pretty predictable, again, until you get all of those that are tied, and then you'll get some RNG. So sometimes there can be some randomness in turn order that can determine the outcome of battles. But overall, that's what we're looking at. That's how we determine the attack order and who goes next. Again, I'll put that on the screen right here so you guys can see it one more time. Speed, attack type, card rarity, card level, and then RNG randomness. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, it's something that it took me a while. I had to answer this question about 15 times before I finally got this memorized and could repeat it without looking it up. But I always forgot whether it was magic or ranged or how it went. So yeah, it's something that can be difficult to remember. You might have to reference it back. Don't feel bad if you have to do that. We don't all remember it the first time, but then after you've looked it up enough times, you'll remember it and kind of have an idea of what's going on in the battle, so you can follow along. And it's not something that necessarily, really, a lot of times will determine the cards that you set, because it's if you're thinking that far ahead, you're probably overthinking things. But it is nice when you're following along to be able to understand what is happening. So thank you guys so much. Stay tuned. There's so much more coming. As always, we've got a live stream tomorrow that we're gonna have an Untamed Pack giveaway on. So that's going to be exciting. Be sure to come by the live stream tomorrow night. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button so you'll get those notifications. Join my Discord so you can set up your notifications so you know what's going on. I'll see you guys there.